Hello everyone, today's video I'll be talking about Miller's Girl. It was directed by Jade Haley Bartlett. I'll admit, I have no idea who this is. She must be a new director and a rookie and a newcomer. This is a movie I heard about, but it was not released at any movie theaters where I live. Or maybe this is the kind of movie that was released at film festivals and went straight to streaming services. If this movie came out in the 2000s, it would have been released sent direct to video. I didn't hate or love this movie. This is a movie that had so much potential, but it was not done well. It tried too hard to be safe and not offend anyone. When you try too hard to make a movie safe and make sure not to offend anyone, you really end up not pleasing or satisfying anyone for that matter. This is also the kind of movie where it's been done better than the subject on teacher and student relationship in other movies, or older man and younger girl relationship. Also, one would think with today's modern day world we live in, this movie would reflect on how this is a big common problem we see on the news every day, on college rape or high school teachers having sex with their students and being arrested and fired, being suspended for life, never teaching again for that matter. My friend Josh, aka Epictastic Joshua on his YouTube channel, said it right. We're living in the Me Too movement cancel culture era right now. I will say, this movie does have a good all-star of actors that are good and talented. I think their performances are okay and solid, not great or perfect, but you can tell that Jenna Ortegas and Martin Freeman really give it their all, doing their best they can make no matter the source material. I love Jenna Ortegas. She's a beautiful and talented actress. I just wish she was given better material to work with right here, but at the same time, she's still young and upcoming. Also, I'll admit, I know who Martin Freeman is as an actor. I've seen him in some Marvel Cinematic Universe movies and other things, but honestly, I've never seen any of the Hobbit prequel movies to the Lord of the Ring movies. She has this friend played by Gideon Odlin, who you might recognize from the COVID horror slasher movie Sick, which I was not a fan of. There will be a video on that in the future. I found her very bland and boring, not interesting to be honest. Her character is a lesbian, yet she has a crush on this physics teacher that does not go anywhere. Instead of being a lesbian, maybe I was getting the hint that maybe she's bi, pan, or demisexual, or I'm probably reading too much into this. I don't know. People compare this movie to a lighter version of 50 Shades of Grey, not showing the BDSM sex scenes. I'll admit, I've never seen those movies either. I have no interest or desire. No thank you. I got plenty of better movies to watch than 50 Shades of Grey. The hard part for me when I was watching this movie was I did not know whether to feel disturbed or uncomfortable. When she's writing an essay assignment in the style of her favorite author, her teacher tells her to rewrite it because the writing is based on their relationship. Again, I did not know how to feel or react to this. I'm like, I just don't know. I feel so speechless. I don't know. I just don't know what to say about that. Coming from someone who likes weird movies like Tim Burton, Stanley Kubrick, and David Lynch movies, but like anyone, we all have our limits of weird movies. While Jenna Ortega does do a good job in this movie, one way to describe her before in this film, she plays a different version of Wednesday Addams in this movie. Some YouTubers have already pointed out if Wednesday Addams had sex with Bilbo Baggins from the Hobbit movies. Weird image to think of. The chemistry between Martin Freeman and Jenna Ortega is okay, has a decent solid dynamic, but again, it's just not done very well as we had hoped for. It's not very complex, their relationship. It also does not explain if this was a dream when they have sex, or was all in his head, thinking about his sexual fantasies, pleasures, and desires, lusting over a teenage girl, or what he did to her can affect his life, and how he can never teach again due to that behavior. This was also the kind of movie that has no idea what it wants to be, it can't make up its mind. Just when you think they were going to go show the downside of student-teacher relationship, they don't go far deep into that. It was not a shocker. The movie gets lazy at times and gives up too easily. Also, I forgot to mention, Martin Freeman's character's wife was bland, boring, not that interesting. Her character is very forgetful. When I first saw this trailer, I'm thinking Fatal Attraction or Blue Velvet, or that Jenna Ortega's character was going to try to kill her teacher's wife so she can have him all to herself, or if she does not want her, then maybe she tries to kill her teacher and herself if she can't have him to herself at all. I don't know, something like that. I don't know. The movie looked like it felt like something out of a poor man's version of a David Lynch movie. It's slow, eerie pace and weirdness, but not too extreme like David Lynch. Honestly, I wish I was rather watching a David Lynch movie instead of this movie. It did have some nice, decent cinematography, or when she walks in the woods, or a visual of nice houses. That's about it. This is one of the few movies in the last few years that is not based on a book. It could have been based on something for real, but done in a fictionalized way. But not sure what it was based on, to be quite honest. As much as I wanted to like this movie so much, but sadly, this is the kind of movie I would probably watch once and never again and forget about it. And I won't be in a rush to add it to my Blu-ray collection. It's not the worst movie of 2024. It just did not do much for me as I had hoped for. If you like this movie, that's fine. Enjoy it. Don't let me stop you from liking this movie. Obviously, you want to go see this movie, that's fine. Go for it. This was just my honest opinion. This was a tough one to talk about. I did not know where to put my finger on this movie, to be honest. Also, because this movie had Jenna Ortegas in it, that's why this movie was a little bit hyped up, because she's big and popular right now. That wraps up today's video. See you next time.